Okay, so we're just going to go through the basics of the straight foot lock. And to start, we're going to set up our straight foot lock a little bit different. We're not going to set up from the 50-50 position. I'm going to set it up with a variation that I like to use, and I'll talk about why I like to use this. So instead of going for 50-50, I'm going to take my inside leg and I'm going to hook it underneath Ben's thigh like this. And I'm going to hook my leg on the other side here like that. What this means is that I'm actually able to hold on to Ben's leg and block his knee line with just the one leg. My foot on the outside locks in tight, and my foot on this side locks his thigh in tight. So everything should be locked in. And a good test to see if you've got this working is that if I don't have it locked and I pull on the leg, you can see that the hip's moving and everything's moving. If it's working and I've locked in tight and I pull on the leg, everything should stay still. Okay? And that means that when I attack my straight foot lock, instead of me pulling and the knee moving and the hip and this joint moving, all of the pressure is concentrated on one spot. So the reason why we take this position is that whenever you do a straight ankle lock, one of the most important things is that my hand is lined up directly with my opponent's Achilles. So if I set up in the 50-50 position, it puts me in a weird spot, and it means that I can't posture up. If I'm in 50-50 and I'm all the way up here, for me to attack the ankle back there, I have to be leaning all the way back to get to this position, and it only gives me about that much room to pull on the submission. But if I do the same thing and my foot's on this side, I've still controlled the hip, and I can actually bring my body all the way back to this position here. This variation of the straight ankle lock is excellent if you're a shorter guy fighting somebody with longer legs, because you have to be able to get your hips back closer to the heel. If this isn't working, in general, the biggest mistake that people make is their hips are too far forward and they're reaching behind their back. So I line my hips up so I'm in a really strong position here like this. Now, before I even attempt doing my straight foot lock, I'm going to try a drill. And the drill is this. I lock my leg like this. I lock in everything tight, and I'm just going to use my body to pinch the toes and drive through in this position. I should almost be able to make my partner tap without even applying the hand in that position. So when you practice it, practice without even putting the hand in. See if you can get your partner to tap. So I'm here like this. I pull in tight. I pinch in everything as tight as I can. This outside leg is working as well to straighten everything up. And I pinch in tight to my side, and then I'm locking down everything tight. You should be able to get your opponent to tap. Now from here, it's about getting this part of my hand to sit on the Achilles. So remember, my goal in an Achilles lock is to sever the Achilles. If I just push on the Achilles, it's going to hurt, and it is going to start to attack the joint. What's going to hurt even more is if I slice through the Achilles. So as I go to set up my position, the first step that I'm going to do is I'm going to use this ridge on my thumb, and I put that on top of the Achilles. Now from here, my hand is not going to lift off the Achilles, and the Achilles is going to slide across my hand and end up in this little crook of my hand here. The reason why I do that is that it rolls the Achilles and tightens it up even more when it gets to that position. So I'm here like this. I sit the Achilles on my thumb, and now I drive until I've locked the Achilles in that position. Now that it's locked in this position, it's really important that Ben's leg and toe is straight. So I'm here like this. I'm actually going to rock my hand back and use it to straighten Ben's foot. So I'm here like this. It's a minor detail, but it makes a big difference. So his foot's pointing outwards. I pull in and rock, and I set it up perfect in that position. Now from here, this foot and these legs are going to drive and pull in everything tight. I'm going to grab my fist, and you'll notice that my arm does not slip anywhere through like this. It stays in this position. I pull everything tight, and I'm going to grab my fist and drag it to this part of my body. So I'm here like this. I drag up, and I should be able to finish from that position. So here like this, slide back, lock in everything tight, thumb, pull through. In this position, drag up to that, and it should come on.